Hello, I'm Mark Shavar, store manager at Moe's Outdoor Equipment Supply and Ace Hardware, and today we're going to talk about planting grass in the spring. Many folks are starting to get outside as the weather changes here from winter to spring, and when the weather changes, grass starts to grow. And they're going to get out in their yard and notice that there's a bunch of spots out there, and they want to throw some grass seed down to fill those spots in so their grass in their yard looks much better. We carry Scott's brand grass seed here. We have a lot of different varieties depending on what your yard needs, and that like Sun and Shade or the Kentucky Bluegrass or even the Tall Fescue. We also have Easy Seed, which is a brand that has a little bit of fertilizer. It's got a little bit of the coconut shell actually ground up to mix with the seed to make it a little bit easier to see where the grass or seed's going to be planted in the bad spots in your yard. So how do you go about putting grass seed down in the springtime? Well, what you want to do is, if you got some bare spots, you want to rake them up real good with either a small rake, or if it's a big spot, then you're going to use a bigger rake. But you want to get the soil loose, meaning that you need to break the soil up a little bit to create some little troughs for the grass seed to go into. At that point, once you get the grass seed down with the little troughs and that, you're going to go ahead and wet it. You'll want to put straw down in a lot of instances because you don't want the birds to eat the grass seed. The other thing is it's going to maintain the moisture there, because it generally takes 7 to 10 days for the grass seed to germinate and start to grow. Okay, we've talked about fixing spots in the yard, the bare spots that you wanted to fill in. Well, what happens if your yard's got a big area that you need to put seed down, or you're wanting to overseed because the grass is kind of thin? What you're going to do then, obviously you're going to buy a bigger bag of grass seed, because most instances you only need maybe a 3-pound bag to do what you need to do. When you get into the bigger bags, there's a couple different ways to put that down. You can use a hand spreader, or you can use a push spreader. Scott's makes several different types, and if you follow the directions on the bag, it'll tell you how far it will go. Most instances, the smaller bags will go up to 500 to say 750 square feet, and the bigger bags obviously will cover up to 5,000 square feet of lawn. And the reason you want to overseed, is so you get more grass seed growing to fill in those bare spots, and you want to continue to maintain that during the winter or summer when it gets very hot out. Scott's Grass has water smart technology. It goes around the seed, and what that does then is when you put the seed down and water it, the coating that goes around it is going to keep the seed moist until it germinates in that. Obviously, you want to continue watering as the grass grows, and doing it in the spring, you're going to eventually run into hotter weather. How do you keep that grass from dying? Obviously, you want to make sure it's being fertilized after it's grown. Usually, you want to let the grass get to where it's being cut several times before you put a weed and feed type of grass fertilizer down, or just straight Scott's Turf Builder. You maintain that and water the yard throughout the summer, and the grass will continue to grow green, and it shouldn't dry out on you. But the key thing is making sure that you water the grass. How do you keep the grass from dying? Well, once you got the grass germinated and let it go to 2 inches, start cutting the grass. You want to continue watering the grass throughout the spring. That way it develops a strong root system. Once the root system's established, you just maintain the water throughout the summer, and your grass should maintain its nice green color throughout the summer. Again, I'm Mark Shavar, store manager at Moe's Outdoor Equipment Supply and Ace Hardware. If you have any questions about planting grass seeds, stop in the store and see me personally, or go to our website, buyatmoes.com, or check us out on our Facebook page. Thanks, and have a great day.